Doesn't want to stop by the looks of it. Look, he's running. Good morning, everyone. We are back on the Edsa busway. We're with iact this morning. They just flagged over this private vehicle here. The driver did hand over his license immediately. Obviously, he knows it's a bus lane. Usually what happens is the bikes get about halfway and then they leave the bus lane. But I can't see a member of the Hazard gang. Let's see. Okay, the bike is, you see what happened there? What's that? Looks like it. He's been pulled off to the side. It's a joyride. That car did try to leave the bus lane, but bad luck. They saw you from very far away. As you saw there, he did eventually hand over the driver's license. They also asked for the ORCR, and I can see that they apprehended a different car in the background. I remember there was a rider the other day. He said, I wasn't in the bus lane. And the enforcer said, you weren't in the bus lane when I flagged you down because you left it, but earlier you were in the bus lane. And then the rider said, yeah, but when you flagged me down, I wasn't in the bus lane. My goodness, even if you leave the bus lane, they can still apprehend you. This rider is pretty brave so far. There you go, he's been pulled to the side with the rest of the riders and he'll be issued a ticket like everyone else. That one's nice and easy to spot because he's got super yellow light. Oh, he's still going. Oops, now he's trying to leave. Trying to pull over that rider. Hopefully he'll be a little bit more cooperative.
Good morning po. DOTR po, pero na po ang lisensya pataristro. Ang violation niyo po is passing through busway, sir ha?
Even the barriers are not enough to stop people. Look, all the motorcycle riders are behind this bus. Wondering why this vehicle has no plates on it and it's in the bus lane.
Sir, sir.
The driver showed an ID of a agency, but obviously there's no plate, no conduction sticker. So far he hasn't been able to show a driver's license. There's no plate or conduction sticker on the back either. Okay, there's the driver's license, although it's just on paper, but obviously that's LTO's problem, not his. Okay, salute, but still gonna ask you for the license. There you go. It's always better to get the license first before you send them forward. Obviously, it's not only motorcycles, they just flagged down that one. And that's the reality. Even barriers are not enough to stop people. Of course, there are openings in the barriers for emergency vehicles to get in and out. And then on the flyovers and tunnels, there's no barriers for safety reasons, as mentioned earlier. So don't think that barriers is a magic cure. It's not. There's a whole lot more cars in this area. There are overhead signs, there are lane markings, there are barriers, there's a road level sign. I don't know, what more can you do, right? It's been on TV, radio, social media non-stop. And if you're wondering why the Edsa carousel buses are in the regular lanes, it's because iact has already told them, don't go in the bus lane in this area because there's going to be an operation and you might get stuck. Obviously, they don't want to delay commuters. That taxi is trying to reverse himself out of the bus lanes so they won't be apprehended. Looks like there's two of them there. Bad luck. There's a member of iact right here, and it's going to tell you to go forwards. Now, it's impossible to say, I didn't know that. Oh my goodness, what's that? Okay, I think he's just going to use it as a tire stop, so don't get the wrong idea there. What I was going to say is there's barriers, there's lane markings, there's overhead signs, and even before you enter here, there's this sign here, bus to the left. So really it's impossible that you could say I didn't know it's a bus lane. Aside from the fact that it's on TV, radio, social media every week, amazingly, the taxi drivers still don't want to go forward. That now worries me about what's going to happen when they get to the front. I hope they're going to cooperate. He might try and blow his way through. So I just spoke to the enforcer and also spoke to the security guard here. They both said the same thing. The taxi drivers basically forced their way through while the enforcer was trying to block them. I already had an idea in my mind that it was going to go bad, and I hope iact will consider submitting that for show cause. They can do a spot report with the enforcer that tried to stop the taxis, plus the enforcer that apprehended them at the back there, that first encountered them, and then submit it to LTO, because it's very unfair if all these cars and all these motorcycles are being ticketed, and then some people are just forcing their way through. Right? It's not fair, it's not right. Some more enforcers just arrived now. That's what they need, more manpower. The problem with this rider is he can't show his license because it's already been confiscated. That ticket that he handed over to the enforcer is usually valid for 5 to 7 days. Well, that's weird. Now he's actually brought out a proper license. Okay. I don't know anymore. He's just handed over a proper license card to the enforcer. And obviously these armored trucks aren't allowed in the bus lane either. As you've seen in my previous videos, they do regularly apprehend armored trucks in the bus lane. There is no special exemption, and they are required to follow all the same rules of the road as any other driver. Sometimes they have a really hard time with the drivers. Sometimes they're fully cooperative. Hopefully this is one of those times when he's fully cooperative. I think he is, because I can see inside the mirror through his window, and it looks like he's looking for his documents. All he's got to do is pass it through that little hole. He doesn't have to open the door. There you go. Oh, that's a registration. How about the license? Oh, there you go. See? Thank you so much. I wish every encounter was like that. Now Mercedes tried to leave, but the Mamada pushed him back in. Anyway, the driver of that Mercedes already gave his license, and the same with all the other cars in front. There's 3 taxis in a row here, and I saw the MMDA enforcer was having a hard time trying to push them back. Look, the enforcer had to come in again. He's already told him. See the same with the Ford there. He's going to push his way out of the bus lane. Hopefully they'll push him back in, otherwise it's very unfair to every other driver. The enforcer just guided him to pull to the side. He's asking the lady driver for her license now. There you go, the lady did hand over her license. And he's asking for the ORCR.